Hey, what's going on? It's Joe. Welcome to the 5 Minute Friday. It is April 14th. So, things that have been on my mind this week. Finally showed my kids ChatGPT, and that's been an interesting ride. I feel like, I have two sons. They're 9 and 12. And I made a comment to them. I feel like they're the last, kind of the pre-AI generation, right? So you could probably argue that the, iPhone and Google and whatnot, exposed us to AI early on and so forth. But I feel like, ChatGPT was really the iPhone moment for AI, and I think blew the public's mind about artificial intelligence. I've worked in machine learning for a very long time, and the problems that we were solving with machine learning, I think, were very pedestrian problems using very much like structured data, maybe some NLP and stuff, but large language models. And I think the way that OpenAI released ChatGPT through the world through a text interface. Obviously the numbers speak for themselves, right? It was like the most popular app of all time. It reached 100 billion users in a very short amount of time, and the proof is in the traction, right? So, and I feel like it's not just text; it's images, video, audio, and so forth, and the combination of all these things is very exciting. Somewhat concerning too. I look at content that I make, and I wonder what's going to be replaceable. My oldest son, he makes video games and he's a professional level illustrator at the age of 12, which is pretty amazing. So I'm encouraging him to figure out ways that AI can augment his workflows and his career. He's incredibly bright, but the thing is, if he only tries to handcraft things, I think he's going to be left behind. It's sort of like the farmers at the farmers market that are selling the boutique vegetables. I'm sure it's great, but at the same time, if you want to compete on a global scale, you're going to have to incorporate machinery into things, and AI is a new machinery, and who knows where it goes. But I think we live in a very exciting time, obviously a very concerning time for a lot of people. I look at the implications of generative AI models and large language models on things like data modeling, for example. I'm writing a book on that, and I might have to change the subject matter of the book quite substantially, because I feel like even the notion of large language models with domain expertise in your business, like that's something that really hasn't been a thing yet. And the thing is, AI has proven itself to find very strange angles that humans just would never consider. And so to me, it's a very exciting time to be in technology. I think it's also rightfully a very concerning time in the sense where you're going to have to adapt very quickly. The generative AI is moving at such a pace that I've never seen anything move this fast, right? And so all of us are going to have to adjust, figure things out, but learn to work with the machines, like my kids are, and I'm encouraging them to do that. But at the same time, understand the basics, understand critical thinking, understand ways that you can spot flaws in the way these models output their answers, because there are very obvious flaws, and if you know what to look for, then that's I think a skill that you just have to have. So, but the fact of the matter is, people are going to be working with machines just as they always have since the dawn of time. But, I think for the first time, what I've really seen is consciousness and, reasoning is going to be very tilted in some very strange ways that I don't think any of us have contemplated or can anticipate. So buckle up. I think the next few years are going to be a very interesting time for humanity, especially white collar workers. That's a different subject, which I will probably rant on in a bit. So anyway, hope you all have a good weekend. If you like the podcast, please like and subscribe to the show. Smash the like button, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.